Hi guys, this is Carrie and you're watching A Crone's Life. Today I wanted to talk to you about the Ring of Fire eclipse. We went to Corpus Christi to watch it, and I kind of wanted to do this video to where I can do a voiceover without messing everything up. Because I got a ton of pictures and I just wanted to tell you about them as I go through them, and I'm just crossing my fingers that they line up. I'm going to give this a try. Somehow the video turned itself off earlier. But I have several pictures of when we stopped at a gas station on the way to the beach. We were able to click a few pictures through the windshield of the truck showing this little dip taken out of the sun by the shadow. But they didn't turn out so well from what I can tell. So there's 3, and hopefully one of them looks decent, but I don't think they do. Anyway, the next thing is a video of the beach where we parked and all the people that were around. We got to be there with several other people who were watching the eclipse, and we all cheered when the Ring of Fire showed up, and it was so much fun. Oh my gosh. So the beach is showing all the other people, some birds, which for some reason I was captivated by. And then I just kind of shoot it up at the sun a little bit so you can just see kind of where it's lined up with our parking space. So it's not going to show up very well with this particular video because I didn't have the filter on it at that point. But later on when I'm taking the photographs, I have a filter, and I'll show that filter at some point in the video. So the next pictures are more dip taken out of the sun with the shadow, and it was terribly cloudy and terribly windy, but for the weather and doing this on my cell phone, I think these turned out so good, and I'm so happy I gave it a try. Just being able to document it. This is my own experience. This is exactly where I was. This is just what I saw. It was fantastic. I've got another picture where I was trying to capture, okay, the sand is packed, and that's how we were able to drive on the beach. But over the sand, over the packed sand, there was this thin veil of sand that was coming up off of the beach that would hit your legs if you walked through it. It felt like little stinging needles. I know. And I told my daughter that because we went swimming one time in the ocean and we got bit by or stung by jellyfish, it kind of felt like that. It was so... Anyway, but that's just because the wind was so high. We had 1 red flag that day. And more pictures of people in the little... oh, sorry, that's a video. More people in the little carts that were driving around the beach, and then trying to look up and just show you what the sun and the moon were doing. But again, I didn't have a filter on it, so kids playing, and there were some puppy dogs that were really cute. And yep, everybody's staring at the sun. Hopefully everybody had glasses. That's a good thing. I took some of the pictures out because it was me and Steve, and you know, he does not want his picture on social media. So the beach, I was showing the water, how choppy it was, but how beautiful the day was. Kids were playing in the sand, so you can see little places where they were digging. Just the expanse of the beach that we were on. More pictures of me and Steve. Oh, and here goes the sun. So at this point, I've got a big old chunk taken out of the sun, and I just snapped away tons of pictures because it just was so cool. And we got down to the sliver, the little crescent. Oh, and I wanted to mention that the filter that I used, bless you, on my cell phone, for some reason, however it was like close to the lens or further away from the lens, it would change the color of the sky. So sometimes the sky looks black, sometimes it looks gray, and sometimes it's really blue. But that's all the same camera, and it's all the same filter. It's just how close it was to the lens when it was taking the picture. So now we're coming up to the very, very start of the circle. And there's one picture that just looks like a big blob of white light. More beach. Yep, there it goes. So the black background, the yellow ring of fire, it was sort of doubled in some of these pictures. But there's one picture that turned out super good. That's it. It's really bright. And then, of course, my odd one that's purple and the white light. But I don't mind. I think it's really cool that everything's like crazy and odd. And then you can kind of see that bright light coming in from the top corner, that it's moving out of the ring. So I just love these pictures. It's definitely off kilter in these. I hope that this lines up. I may take some of the pictures out just so it lines up. But, oh yeah, I tried to video it with the filter on it. It was so hard to keep it in frame. You probably won't be able to see. Oh, you can see it opening. Oh, that's so cool. But it's right at the top of the frame. Sorry. I just couldn't hold the, yeah. I'll try to edit this down to a smaller video of just the good part, because otherwise it's just blue sky. Okay. And then I have a picture of my decks that I brought, and I'm going to cut away hopefully to this so you can see, hi. So I've did some research. I like to follow this website called Moon Omens. They have these wonderful daily affirmations. Sometimes they're great, great, great. Sometimes they're still okay, but they're never bad. So they were saying how, because this is it's always a new moon eclipse, but the new moon and the eclipse lining up the way they did, it's like supercharged energy that you're getting, and I wanted my decks to have that energy and to have the experience that we had watching the eclipse. So I laid them all out in the back of the truck, and I just wanted to show you what I took. I took the Labanco Tarot. I recently acquired, and you may have seen it, the Gentle Tarot. So I took the 10 with me. I took the Spacious Tarot, and this one has the expansion pack in the box with everything. And I took my Travel Altar, and I'm going to go through this sometime and just like generally tell you about the symbolism of the items that are in here. It's so fun. And, you know, nothing deep. It's just, you know, fun stuff. I know this seems like a lot, but, you know, it was a big event, so I took a lot of things. I took the Nameless one, which is like one of my very favorite decks, and I just felt like it needed some attention. And then a couple of really simple things. I'm reaching. I took the Angels and Ancestors Oracle. I didn't really use it that much, but I took it with me. And I took the Seasons of the Witch, Samhain Oracle. So, and then the rest of everything was just my journals. So I'll go back to the pictures now and see what we've got. More pictures of the beach. I was really trying to get that sheen of, get a good picture of the sheen of sand that was coming off the top of the packed sand. It was just so cool. And then people were parasurfing, para-kneeboarding. They had their parachute and they were on their kneeboard, or maybe their surfboard. I don't know. I wasn't doing it, but I was enjoying watching them. So, and then I got these birds, and they're just simple blackbirds, but they were so pretty in the sunlight. They had this blue iridescence to their feathers, and I just thought it was so gorgeous. I know, honey. In my pictures, because I used like the zoom so much, it turned out like a impressionist painting. It's interesting. But I love them. I love these pictures. And then after the birds, oh, puppy dog. Then I was showing the very end. No, it's not the very end. Oh, wow. Okay, well, more of the sun pictures. Yeah, you're mad at me. I'm going to take a second. She's mad at me. Okay. You can look through my pictures as they scroll by because they're just the sun with the moon shadow falling off to the bottom left side. That's a really good picture. Oh, and then we skip over to sunflowers because I was surprised that this beach, had sunflowers. They're so pretty, and lots of them too. So after the eclipse, we went to a bar and grill called The Bar and Grill. I will leave a link to it down below. There was a very, very nice man who was the bartender, but it turned out, I did not realize this, he's actually the owner, and he owns like 3 other restaurants. He works his tail off there in Corpus Christi, and his food was amazing. And of course, his company was superb. I enjoyed every minute talking to him, and I wanted to just tell you guys about it. And there's good pictures of the TVs in the bar and the people that were there, and I would have taken pictures of the food, but dude, I was eating. It was so good. Yes, and then we have more pictures of the beach because we drove out to the Naval Air Force Base? The Naval Base. Something. A military base. And so we walked along the beach that was on the road to the gatehouse. Yeah. Okay. Lots of cute pictures. And this one's not going in there because that's terrible. And then we went to another bar. We went to a brewery that was called the Rebel Toad. Very nice people. Again, I was not loving the beer, but it wasn't gross or anything. It's just, it wasn't amazing. We had a good time, and we bought a bunch of merchandise because who wouldn't? A Rebel Toad. And it looks like a little angry toad. I thought it was cute. And probably don't have that many pictures of it where you can see because Steve is in all of them. And then I took pictures of the sunset when we got to the hotel. And the next day we were driving through Texas coming back home. And we went through a place called Round Top. Round Top. I know you're mad at me. Round Top, Texas. I've never heard of this place before. It was so crazy. They had miles and miles on this one stretch of road. Antiques, flea market, handmade items, crafts, arts, you name it. And it was so cool. So I looked it up on Wikipedia, which I suggest everybody do. And they said that twice a year they do this festival where, and it's spring and fall, where they get everybody in the area around that wants to sell, and they all set up booths. Well, doggone it. I mean, this must have gone for like 10 miles. It was amazing. So, I have a ton of pictures of that. And you're just going to see like all the crazy stuff. Plants and everything colorful, everything cool. So that's going to probably take us out of this video, is the Round Top Texas. Oh, no, it's not, because after Round Top Texas, I can kind of just skip through these pictures. Hey. After Round Top Texas, we accidentally, didn't even know we were doing it, we came across Jim Reeves' memorial. He was buried with his wife and his favorite dog, Cheyenne. His wife is Mary. And they have a statue of him and a beautiful park, and it was lovely. Yep, she's mad at me. I'm not sure how to make you happy, though. Here, do you not want this? So, Jim Reeves, we didn't even expect that. That was so amazing. And I have a video of a train. I don't know why. I haven't been stopped by a train in ages. I don't know what I was expecting, but I didn't expect that. Okay, so we also toured the Texas A&M campus because we stayed in College Station on the way home. That was the last stop before we made a huge 9-hour drive, just because my husband wanted to, and he just wanted to be home for work. So we pushed through it, and it was actually a really nice drive, and he didn't complain about it at all. I know, that's kind of amazing, because, you know, we usually don't drive for 9 hours, but College Station was nice, and the campus is so pretty. I really love to see other campuses and either compare and contrast with ours or just with others that we've seen, so I enjoyed that a lot. Hi guys, this is Editing Carrie interjecting in my video. I wanted to make an announcement that in my last video that I published, that I put up on YouTube, I had a giveaway, and the Witchy Wallflower, Kim, you won that giveaway, and I need for you to look at your comments and see if you can find the one I mentioned it to you at, and send me an email so that I can mail you your mystery box. And to anybody else that watches me mostly all the way through, which I understand if you don't, I'll be doing more giveaways because I have a lot of keepsakes from my parents' house. I've mentioned this several times, that it's things that I can't just give to the Salvation Army. It's stuff that's not really worth anything, but I can't just throw it away. I'm weird. I just can't do it. So as I have more mystery boxes built, I will have more giveaways, and I hope, Kim, I hope that you really like what you get. It's a whole lot of maybe kind of junk, but I'm a craftsy person and I see potential. I hope you do too. That's all I wanted to say, but yeah, Kim, get a hold of me. I'll talk to you later. Yeah. Up here. Bye bye. Yeah. Bye bye. My precious girl. See you guys later.